Are you looking for a rugged SUV that's really sporty looking and is turbocharged? Today, I have the 2026 Mazda CX-50 Turbo. And we're gonna take it on a test drive. That's why I grabbed an expert like Garrett Smith here. Hey, Garrett, how's it going?
Hey, Brian.
Garrett's a salesman here at Smail Mazda in Greensburg, and together we'll take this vehicle out on the road. If you're interested in a Mazda vehicle, come check out our inventory. We're online at smailmazda.com, or come see our brand new showroom off Route 30 in Greensburg. Now, I noticed the black accents on this vehicle, but the exterior color is this nice white. What is this called?
Windchill Pearl.
Whenever the sunlight hits it, I notice that there's metal flakes in the paint that really make this stick out. Of course, it makes the black accents, like I said, really stick out as well. I love the front end, the front grille of this being that glossy black. You see that Mazda logo in chrome there in the center.
And it's actually different from the 2025 where it was just like a glossy badge.
And what kind of headlights do we have here?
LED.
All right, well, we have a daytime running light. It looks like around those LEDs. What can you tell me about the wheels on this?
These are 20-inch rims, alloy.
Chromatic, they definitely pop in the sunlight as well. That Mazda logo there in the center. 20-inch wheels, that's pretty large.
It is.
Garrett, I noticed we have blacked out side view mirrors that are folded in here.
Yes, they actually, they do fold in on this model. And on top of that, they do have the turning signals built into them too.
So if I have the key fob in my pocket and I go to enter this vehicle, looks like that's going to actually fold out whenever the doors unlock.
Yes.
And so, you know, that's nice and easy to do. If I want to lock this vehicle back up, how do I do that?
Well, you see the little indentation on the handle there?
Yeah.
Just go ahead and push that.
Oh, okay.
It locks it right up.
And it folds the mirror back up for us. Around the back side, I noticed the LED taillights really kind of protrude here and make it really just stick out and really aggressive looking. The CX-50 all-wheel drive and turbo logo back there, as well as the Mazda logo. Let's get into this trunk. We have the automatic tailgate, it looks like.
Automatic tailgate with a programmable height.
Okay, cool. So you can actually make sure that you're not hitting the top of anything.
Exactly. So if it's parked in the garage, you can always adjust it.
Looks like we have a tonneau cover in here. That's cool. Looks like we have a lot of space, obviously, here. We have a spare tire underneath there. And what's that thing in the middle of the tire?
That is a Bose subwoofer.
Cool. If I want to put down these seats, get a little bit more space here, all I have to do is pull this latch here. That's going to put down that 60% side. And then on the right side, I can put down the other side. So that seat's a little bit far back, but you can kind of see how much space you can put in there. There's a lot of space back here. Also, we have a 12-volt charger back here and some lights. Jumping into the back seats, these doors actually open up nice and wide, like 90 degrees here.
Yeah, almost 90 degrees. That's one of the things that Mazda really takes into their design, is they always want to do that with the back doors.
Yeah, it'd be easy to get things in and out of here. Obviously, we have this white perforated leather in here that really sticks out. We have some nice black accents. We have an armrest here with 2 cup holders. Behind the seats here, we have some storage. We have some ventilation, which is big, and 2 USB-C fast charging ports. But you know, my favorite thing about these back seats is this large panoramic sunroof. I mean, in this segment, you really don't see a lot of panoramic sunroofs, that's for sure. So a lot of stuff back here in these back seats. Let's jump up front and get this thing on the road. So jumping in the front seats here, Garrett, I noticed that we have this black material up top. It looks like we have some other materials together, but you have this nice, looks like white stitching with X's all the way across. You have a nice kind of like seamless, you just have your AC controls here, so it looks like there's not a lot of buttons getting in your way. When we look here, though, it looks like we have what? We have
the heated seats and ventilated seats.
Cool. So we actually have 3 stages of those. That's really nice to have.
Also 3 stages of the ventilated seats also.
That's really cool. Up front here, we have some storage options. Maybe you have some coins or things like that you want to store. We have 2 cup holders up front as well. Your standard shifter. And I've noticed that we have this My Drive.
So the My Drive will actually have you shift between sport mode, normal mode, and off-road mode.
So down here we have our electronic parking brake. I'm just pulling up on that while pushing down on the brake to enable that. We have our auto hold. We have a controller for your screen as well as your volume knob for your radio there. So if I just hit that, you're going to see that I have all these different things that I can select between. Looks like we have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay in here. Is that wireless?
So that is, yes, it is wireless.
Cool.
So when you actually connect your phone, when you get in the car, it'll automatically connect to your phone.
So when you connect your phone, you're able to make phone calls, send text messages, listen to your own music, get navigation.
Yes.
Different apps that are connected to your phone that kind of increase the versatility of your vehicle.
Yes.
We have a nice leather wrapped steering wheel here with some stitching, Mazda logo there in the center. Left side of the steering wheel, you have your volume controls and your seeking button for your radio. So I noticed this button on the left-hand side here looks like a person talking to a phone. What does that button do?
That is actually Alexa built in. So
Okay.
as long as somebody has an Amazon account, they can have Alexa built into their car.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Looks like you can hang up your phone calls, and there's a little info button here. What's cool about that, that's changing what's up here on my instrument cluster. I can have a bunch of different things displayed. Looks like we have our safety features there. You know, we have a digital little speedometer there, and you know, some other different things that we can have up there. On the right side of the steering wheel, looks like we have some adaptive cruise control that we can set up there. We'll test that out on the test drive.
Now, Brian, I do want to point out something you said about the screen here. So
Yes.
one thing that's nice about the safety screen here, you'll see, is this one is really great when it demonstrates the blind spot monitoring, the lane keep assist, and things like that. So you'll definitely see it on the screen with like the lanes that you see. Not on all roads, but most of the major routes, you'll see where it'll turn yellow or anything if you're going over toward them.
And what about traffic signs?
So yes, you will have the traffic sign recognition. That'll be actually on the upper left-hand side.
But there's another display here that you probably can't see, but I see up here, and that's my heads-up display. Let's take a look at that. So I'm actually seeing the miles per hour that I'm going up there on the dash, as well as my stop sign that I have in front of me. So you do see traffic signs up there.
So Brian, one of the things you talked about the center console here is there's actually a little hidden gem that a lot of people don't even realize about
What's
this. If you don't have to open this up, but to get a better view of what we're looking at, right here is actually a nice wireless charger.
And what's cool about this as well is that you have two USB-C fast charging ports in there as well as some storage. So you have a lot of nice things. But you know what I love about these armrests is that you can close or open one side. If I need to get in here and I don't want to bother your arm,
Oh yeah.
I just get in there.
One of the things that you will notice actually is it's relatively deep too.
Yeah, you do have some storage space in there. Checking out the backup camera here, I have a nice wide view there. You can see I have some sensors on the one side, but can line up against something. If I get too close to something, you're going to notice that beeping, right?
Right.
So you're actually noticing here our cross traffic monitor going off whenever Garrett walks across the back. That's going to alert you whenever there's a car coming or a person back there. So that's really cool to have. Let's get this thing out onto the highway. We're in normal mode here. I'm going to put the foot to the ground. Right, and that got us up to speed pretty smoothly there. If I want to, I'm just going to go and switch over into sport mode and see what the difference is here. The second that I switched it over, it changed actually what's on my dashboard here. It became red. Now also, I felt it kind of like changed the RPMs a little bit, I think. It seemed to really, I'm hearing more noise from the engine here now. I'm feeling more of that gear shift, but something else. Did the steering?
You're feeling that power of the 256 horsepower is what you're feeling.
Yeah. It's very nice. I noticed that also the steering tightened up a little bit too.
The steering is very reactive to you.
Yeah. The sport mode definitely seems to have changed the way that the vehicle drives, so that's really cool. So right here I activated the adaptive cruise control here on my steering wheel, and it looks like it's slowing us based on the person in front of us. Do you know, could you kind of explain to me what adaptive cruise control does?
So what adaptive cruise control is that, so the car in front of you, if you have a car in front of you, what it'll do is it will actually slow down to what that car's going. So say you had this speeds up to, like, say we'll go with 50 miles per hour. The car in front of you slows down to like 45, you will slow down to 45.
Cool.
But if that car moves, you'll then speed it back up to 50, whichever you have your cruise control set at.
Right, gotcha. So that's really great. Will it come down to a complete stop?
Yes.
Cool. So, you know, that's just a really nice thing to have for stop and go traffic.
So right now we have this tractor trailer in front of us that's turning, and he's slowing down to, we're almost down to almost 15 miles per hour.
Yeah.
So right now we are not pushing the brake, we're not pushing the gas, the car is slowed down. So once this car moves, you should now
be able to get us up to speed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now
Definitely.
the car's reacting, and now it's going up to the speed you need want to.
I notice a vehicle coming up in my blind spot here, Garrett. Whenever that happens on my mirror, a little triangle lights up. If I turn on my turn signal, that's flashing at me, and it beeps at me to alert me that somebody's over there.
Yes, and also, again, one of the nice features about Mazda, you can even set that too. You can set that where it's just either visual or audio.
Well, I like that it's both because, you know, you never know when you're driving and, you know,
Oh, yes.
maybe you didn't quite look at that light and, you know, you have that audible alert to back you up.
Oh, most definitely.
I'm also noticing with my blind spot monitor that whenever somebody enters my blind spot, it's showing me up here on my instrument cluster as well as my heads-up display. As far as warranty goes for the CX-50, what do we have?
For the CX-50, we have the 3-year, 36,000 miles. And we also have the 5-year, 50,000 miles for the powertrain.
Cool. Let's check out the turning radius here real quick. I'm just going to turn the wheel hard, turn us around within the lane.
Put you right in the lane where you need to be.
Yeah, back up to speed. Nice and easy. Something else I'm noticing, Garrett, is that I'm not hearing a lot of outside noise in here. It seems like, you know, there must be some type of sound dampening in this vehicle.
There is. The insulation they put in this vehicle is so you can hear what's in the car itself. You don't hear so much of the outside road or other vehicles around you.
And some other sound things to kind of note. Looks like we have a Bose speaker system in here.
Yes.
Here we go. I'll just go ahead and inch over here. Something else I'm noticing here, it looks like we have lines on either side of the car on this instrument cluster.
Yeah, that's going to be the lane keep assist.
So if I were to just kind of inch over here to the right side, it looks like it's kind of just keeping me within the lines of the road, right?
Yeah, it'll pull you back into the road, yes.
Actually, up top here, what's pretty cool, you have a sunglass holder there. What other kind of stuff do we have up here?
Well, if you look in your rearview mirror, what it is actually, it's the auto-dimming rearview mirror, and on top of that, it does have your garage door.
Oh, good. That's
already
good that that's
mirrored
built in. People really
Yes.
like to have that built in. So the Mazda CX-50 is jam-packed full of a lot of really great safety and technology features. Garrett, if people have questions about any of this stuff, how would they be able to contact you?
They can call the store, or they can stop down at any time. We're located right off of Route 30, and stop in and see one of our professionals.
Or you can come see us online at smailmazda.com. Until next time, guys, enjoy the ride.
Look forward to seeing you.